Hello and welcome to our new eNet video tutorial. Today I'd like to show you how you can integrate your customer's heating system in an existing eNet smart home using the tado professional system. The great thing about tado is that it has a suitable solution for practically any type of heating system, no matter whether it's a conventional heating system on the wall or a modern underfloor heating system. And tado also helps people save. Thanks to the automatic presence detection function, your heating system has become smart and only heats when heating makes sense. All we need for this is firstly the tado internet bridge and secondly the corresponding smart thermostats to suit your customer's type of heating system. You'll see how everything is set up shortly. First up, you need to install and configure the tado system. Please refer to the instructions for installation engineers to see how best to proceed. In order to connect eNet with tado, it's important that you first create a user account with tado. Simply go to the tado website and set one up. Now we want to link our new tado system to our existing eNet smart home system. For this, make sure that our eNet server version 2.1 or higher is installed and your app is also version 2.1 or higher. If this is the case, you can get started right away. Otherwise, please download the latest version for your app from the corresponding app store and also update the software for your server. Please start the eNet Smart Home app on your smartphone now. You'll find the tado section on the System tab under Partner Systems. You'll now be prompted to enter the data from the tado user account you just created, namely your email address and password. The eNet server now connects to the tado system and synchronizes the zones created there. Great, you're all connected. Now, all we have to do is assign the zones in the tado system to our rooms in the eNet Smart Home system. Let's do the same thing with the kitchen now. We can skip the cancellation conditions for the time being and deal with them later on. Extending the tado system to include additional thermostats at a later point in time is no problem at all. The button Synchronize Configuration with tado lets you read in the zones again and assign them to the corresponding rooms. If you want to remove the tado system from your eNet system, just use the Remove Tado from eNet button. Now I'd like to give you a few examples to show you how you can work with the tado system in your eNet Smart Home app. In the Room Overview, you can control the heating system across rooms using the centralized control functions. We'll use the ground floor in our example. The heating icon lets you change the heating mode for the entire ground floor. In addition, this provides you with a quick overview of the comfort temperatures set for a room and the mode the corresponding heating system is in. Alternatively, in the room detail page, we can control the heating only in the corresponding room. The status bar at the top displays the currently measured room temperature and humidity. The temperature control of the selected room is shown in the lower climate section. Simply press plus or minus to change the temperature here. We also have this detailed view, and here too we can change the temperature as well as the mode. From here we can access the various operating modes. These are Automatic, Manual and Frost Protection. Manual means that you can choose your own comfort temperature. Plus you determine the duration either by means of the time or until the next action performed by the user or until the next automation, for example in the form of a time control. The idea behind frost protection is to put the heating system in energy-saving mode so that the pipes don't freeze up in winter, for instance. and the cancellation conditions for frost protection are the same as the ones already explained for manual mode. Automatic mode ensures that the automatic tado functions go back to engaging completely. Let me show you what lies behind the automatic tado functions by giving you two examples, the smart schedule and location-based control. First, we open the tado app and go to the smart schedule, which you'll find at the top right. Here in the home section, you define which temperature rooms are to have when. You won't find this function in the eNet Smart Home app. Next, let's go to the Away section, where you can define the minimum temperature for times when no one is at home and specify the preheat period for their return. To make this function work, we now go to the settings where we define the location-based control. Here you have the option of releasing your location data to the tado system with the advantage that your heating system will automatically detect whether you are at home or not. We activate this location and confirm here as well that we consent to this access. The last thing left to do is to define our home area. Another advantage is that the location detection function in eNet Smart Home is able to use rules. Now let's go back to the eNet Smart Home app so that I can show you what the benefits of this are. With if-then rules, you can easily use location-based controls to turn off the lights, open the blinds, or put the heating system in frost protection mode as soon as you leave the house, for example. We do this by defining a new rule and giving it a meaningful name, like leaving home. We select My Home as the if condition, and then tado away, and add this condition. This condition will be met as soon as you leave your tado home area. The next step is to define the subsequent then actions. You can select everything that is to happen in your house when you leave it. For instance, that all the lights are to be turned off, the blinds opened, and the heating system put in frost protection mode. Now let me give you a second example to show you how to integrate a tado function in a scene. I'll use an existing scene for this, one called breakfast. Of course, you could also create a new scene. I therefore add another function to the breakfast scene. So I click this one here and then select Edit Scene. At this point, I now decide to add an action and choose Devices, and in this case, the kitchen. In the Climate section, I select Heating in the kitchen and switch to Manual mode. I now have the option of increasing the comfort temperature there to 25 degrees. I also define the cancellation condition for the time period of 2 hours. I add all of this and save the scene. I hope that this tutorial will help make commissioning easy for you. You've now seen how well eNet and tado work together, and hopefully you've also seen what savings potential and options your customers can now take advantage of. Talk to your eNet customers about this meaningful extension. See you again soon.